When was your first match? Did you know ahead of time, like, oh, you're gonna have your first match next week, next month, or was it you have a match tonight? Like, how did that get set up?
So I think I remember when we were in the notes we were talking that like Cage Match has it listed as like June 2008 or something like that.
Yeah, it
But
says
so
June 4th for SoCal Pro, but given when you started training, I assume that's not accurate.
yeah, no, that's not quite right. I trained for like 9, almost 10 months at UPW, and then I was about to get evicted, so I moved back home to San Diego with my parents and basically gave up. I got really fat. I got a girlfriend. I got a girlfriend. I got a job at Vans, and I got fat. All I did was smoke pot and eat and go to work. Like that's it. That's all I
Mhm.
did. And I'd kind of given up on my goals. I was focusing on music instead. Because it just, I could go to work all day and still go play music at night. I felt like I had failed at being a wrestler. Like I was just like, oh, like you weren't cut out for that. And then Ricky Mandel hit me up on MySpace and was like, hey man, I don't know if you still want to be a wrestler. We haven't talked in a while, but there's a school opening in San Diego and B-Boy's gonna be the teacher. And I was like, oh shit, I've heard of B-Boy.
Yeah,
And what excuse do I have? I was like, what excuse do I have? There's finally a school in San Diego. I was like, do it, do it. So I went to a SoCal Pro show, uh, and at that show, it was in Vista, California. Because I'd messaged the school and Anchors Away. These guys, Andy and Trevor, they were the people running it, and they ended up being the coaches as well. B-Boy ended up not moving back to California. He ended up staying in Pennsylvania for like almost another year. Uh, so Andy and Trevor were in charge of it, but they ended up being the coaches, and they're like, "Yeah, come to this show, come show face, come meet us, whatever." And I was like, "Absolutely, I'll be there." I felt like I'd already learned my lesson about not showing up to stuff.
hmm,
So I went. I met them. They weren't really what I was expecting. Um, and then Oh no. In the afternoon I went to the ring to meet them and talk. That's right. I went to the ring before the show. They're like, "Why don't you come by the ring before the show and then go to the show later?" So yeah, I met up with them and we talked about the pricing and all that. I saw the ring and I was just like, it was in some Navy guy's backyard
gotcha.
and it was a weird Navy guy too. He was like the porn plug on the boat. So like his house had nothing but like giant trash bags full of DVD porn. He was just the plug, like he was just the hookup on the boats and like overseas and shit. But so he let us have the ring in the backyard, I guess. They were tight, him and that guy. And then I went to that show and at that show, I knew Ricky was gonna be on it because I had seen his name on the thing, and then sure enough, Johnny Goodtime walks up to me and he goes, hey dude. And I was like, oh, what the hell? He remembers me. I had long blonde hair at this point. I was almost 100 pounds heavier than the last time I saw him. And he was like, are you wrestling again? Or did you like start or did you never like stop? And I was like, no, I stopped, but I just like started the school again today. And he was just again as nice as can be. He was just like, awesome. Well, good. Well, I hope to see you on shows. And I
Very
was like,
cool.
what? I was like, how nice. And then I saw Adam Pierce was on that show. SoCal Crazy, which was a guy that helped me a lot when I started. He would train at New Wave Pro, which was where I trained with Andy and Trevor. Uh, so I trained there for 2 months.